Why nobody is there in the offline? Sharing the screen, let me know once it is visible. Is that screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So where we are in the last class? Conversions concept. We cover the call transaction and session method. So today we are going to see the from the application layer. Okay. If it is presentation layer, your desktop is nothing but presentation layer. But I want to place the file in application layer. We know that SAP is running in the three-tier architecture, correct? Before starting, any questions on the last classes? Any questions on the last classes?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then we are going to see that application. We know that SAP is running in three-tier architecture, right? Presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. So whatever your programs, whatever the screen you're seeing, that is called presentation layer, correct? So SA38, what we are doing, we are choosing the file from the presentation layer. So that's fine, right? You can choose from the file from here. Then why you want to choose from application layer? For example, in the company, daily morning, the manager need to pick the file from the desktop. He need to run that program so that it creates production orders, so that after 8 o'clock, so the people who is coming for the production department, they're going to start the production of those materials. Okay, so every day it should run. So the manager is picking the file from presentation layer and he's running that program, and it will create production orders. Based on that, the production department is working. Fine. So some other day, the manager is sick. So he's not run the program. What happened? So if not run the program, it won't create the production orders. The production department need to sit quiet for that day. Is it fine? No, right? It should not stop. So if he is on manager is on leave, some other person need to run that program. But the file is on the manager's desktop. So how can he access? So it is not possible. Then what to do? So whenever so there is daily something should be run and there should not be any dependency, then we need to keep the files in the application layer. Why? Because the application layer is common for all presentation layers. So if manager is on leave, some other person can connect. He can pick the file from application layer and run, because he can't pick from the desktop because that is his personal, right? So he can't logging into that. But application layer folder is the one which is common for all the presentation layers, so that the other person can come and he can run that program and it can be done. So no need of dependencies on anybody. So that's the reason whenever we don't want to dependent and then we are going to place the files in the application layer. క్లియర్ మా? మనం ప్రజెంటేషన్ లేయర్ అంటే ఏంటి, మన డెస్క్టాప్లో పెడుతున్నాం. డెస్క్టాప్లో పెడితే ఏమవుతుంది, ఈ డెస్క్టాప్ నీది, నువ్వు అబ్సెంట్ ఉన్నావు అంటే ఇంకొక పర్సన్ రన్ చేయాలంటే ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఫైల్ని వాళ్ళు యాక్సెస్ చేయలేరు. అదే నువ్వు అప్లికేషన్ లేయర్లో పెడితే నువ్వు లేకపోయినా ఇంకొక పర్సన్ అయినా రన్ చేసి చేసేయగలుగుతారు. సో దట్స్ ద రీజన్ ఎక్కడ పెడుతున్నారు ఫైల్స్, అప్లికేషన్ లేయర్లో. బట్ అప్లికేషన్ లేయర్ మనం చూడలేం కదా. సో మరి ఎలా, మీన్స్ we can't see the application layer but we can see the folder /o al11 is the transaction code where we can see the SAP directories. Like in our desktop, what we will do, we will create this like folders. So related document and all we are going to keep there, right? Same like that, here we have SAP directories. So related data and all they'll keep inside that. If you go inside the directory, you can see all these are the files. The text file, it is not opening. Any file I'll try to open. Yeah, you can see this kind of data they are storing, and this is the file, and where it is stored in this directory, means in this folder. So this is AL11 is the transaction code where we can see the application layer. The directory is nothing but like a folders. Who will create these directories? Bases are responsible for creating these directories. So we don't have access to create these directories, means normally in our desktop, means who will create the folder, we will only right click new folder, like that I can create. But in the application layer we'll call it as directories. So who will create these directories? Bases are the responsible to create the directories. And for this access also will be there. Yes, you have read access, write access, like that access also they will give. So you will have that access. If you have the access only, you can place the file and you can read the file from this. So that and all will be given by basis. Is it clear, ma? మన ప్రజెంటేషన్ డెస్క్టాప్లో ఎట్లయితే ఫోల్డర్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసి ఫైల్స్ వేసుకుంటామో, ఇక్కడ కూడా డైరెక్టరీస్ అని ఉంటాయి లైక్ ఫోల్డర్స్. ఈ డైరెక్టరీస్ ఎవరు క్రియేట్ చేస్తారు అంటే బేసిస్ వాళ్ళు క్రియేట్ చేసిస్తారు. ఫంక్షనల్ రిక్వెస్ట్ నాకు సో ప్రోగ్రామ్ రన్ చేయాలి, ఆ ఫైల్స్ అన్నీ నేను ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకోవాలి. సో I need that folder directory, means bases are going to create the directory and they are going to give the access to you to place the files. Clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So I have my file in my desktop. Okay, I want to keep that in the A11 folder. So how to keep that? For that, SAP given already transactions. CZ3Z for uploading the file, CZ3Y for downloading the file. So if you see /o CZ3Z, you can see here you can choose the file from our desktop, whatever the file. Okay, so you can choose the file, and then here you are going to give this. You can see that each and every directory having the path /usr sap dpk, like that it is having the path. You can choose the path and give the file name and click on import upload button. It's going to upload the file into that folder. I don't have access here, so to upload the file, so I'm just closing. But what is the transaction code? CZ3Z, where we can upload the file from our desktop to A11 directory. ఓకే, సో CZ3Z అనేది ఎస్ఏపి ఇచ్చేసింది ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ కోడ్. ఏం చేయొచ్చు, మన ప్రజెంటేషన్ లేయర్లో ఉన్న ఫైల్ని తీసుకెళ్ళి అప్లికేషన్ లేయర్లో ఉన్న డైరెక్టరీలో ఎలా పెట్టచ్చు అంటే ఈ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ కోడ్కి వెళ్ళి పెట్టచ్చు. క్లియరా? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
నెక్స్ట్ CZ3Y. సో నాకు ఆల్రెడీ ఫైల్ ఉంది. ఎక్కడుంది? అప్లికేషన్ డైరెక్టరీలో ఫైల్ ఉంది. అది డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఆ ఫైల్ని ఎలా డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోవాలి? ఫర్ దాట్, so I have a file in my application directory. I want to download into my presentation layer. What is the CT code? CZ3Y. Z for upload, Y for download. You can see, you can just give the path and the file name. Then you can choose here where you want to download, and then you can download button. Then it's going to download that file into your desktop or wherever you choose. In that location it's going to download. These are the two standard transaction codes for uploading and downloading from our presentation layer desktop to application layer directory, application layer directory to my desktop. CZ3Z for uploading, CZ3Y for downloading. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So these are SAP given transaction codes so that you can upload the file into the directory and download the file from directory to your presentation layer file. Okay, I have file in my application layer. Now I have my program, correct? So what is my program? SE38 program. From where I want to pick the file, not from the desktop, from the directory. I want to get the data from directory. Then how to get it? Means for that we have the syntaxes. Here it is visible, I think. So if it is presentation layer to application layer to presentation layer, we have the T codes. But into my program, okay, I'm just getting the file data into my program internal table. So then what to do? We have open data set that file name so that it's going to open the file, and close data set to give the file name means to close that file. Open it and close it. Fine. But how to read it? Means read data set to read the data. But in that file, how many records are there? How I know so that I can repeat it? That's the reason I'm going to keep do and do. We learn these looping statements at the starting. We have conditional looping statement called while, and we have the unconditional looping statement called do and end do. Correct? So do n times we are going to say. But here I'm not mentioning any times. Do and do I'm saying. Means it's an infinite loop. How many times we are not defining at the time of do and do. But inside that we are using read data set, the file name into string. So it's going to read first record into the string. Sy subarctic success, split that string at separator and copy into your work area hyphen field names. Then append the data into internal table. Then it will go again and do again do that. Whenever you have the data, it's going to continuously success it fills. For example, 100 records are there, it will repeat for 100 times. 101 time what happened? When you said read data set, it fails. When it is fails, what happened? It will come to the else part. When it is comes to the else part, we've written exit statement. What is exit will do? It will come out of the loop. So do and do, it will come out, and then close data set, closing that file. So this is what we are writing the code so that it can read the data from the file into your internal table. So we already learned do and undo, exit keyword also we learned. What we learned newly here, open data set to open the file, close data set to close the file, read data set to read the file. But split we are not learned. We are going to see the split and concatenate. I'll show you in the practical part. So this is how we write the program to read the data from application layer to our internal table. Okay. సో నాకు అప్లికేషన్ లేయర్లో డైరెక్టరీలో ఫైల్ ఉంది, దాన్ని రీడ్ చేయాలి. దాంట్లో ఒక 100 రికార్డ్స్ ఉన్నాయి, దాన్ని తీసుకొని వచ్చి నా ఇంటర్నల్ టేబుల్లో పెట్టుకోవాలి. ఏం చేయాలి? ఫస్ట్ ఓపెన్ డేటా సెట్ అంటున్నాం, అంటే ఓపెన్ చేస్తున్నాం ఆ ఫైల్. దెన్ డూ అండ్ డూ అని పెడుతున్నాం, అంటే ఎన్నిసార్లు తిరగాలి అనేది నేను చెప్పట్లేదు, ఇన్ఫినిట్ లూప్ అది. దాన్ని డెఫినెట్ ఎలా చేస్తాం అనేది లోపల లాజిక్ ఉంటుంది. రీడ్ డేటా సెట్ అంటే ఏం చేస్తుంది? ఫైల్ నేమ్ నుంచి ఒక్కొక్క రికార్డ్ని స్ట్రింగ్ లేకి రీడ్ చేసుకుంటుంది. ఫస్ట్ టైం వచ్చినప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ రికార్డ్ని తీసుకుంటుంది. ఎస్వై సబార్సి సక్సెస్ అయితే దాన్ని స్ప్లిట్ చేస్తున్నారు, సపరేటర్ దగ్గర స్ప్లిట్ చేసి వర్క్ ఏరియా హైఫన్ ఫీల్డ్ పెట్టుకొని అపెండ్ చేసుకుంటున్నారు ఇంటర్నల్ టేబుల్. ఇలా 100 రికార్డులకి సక్సెస్ అయినప్పుడల్లా ఫిల్ చేసుకుంటుంది. ఎప్పుడైతే 101 రికార్డ్ వస్తుందో అది ఫెయిల్ అవుతుంది. ఫెయిల్ అయినప్పుడు ఎల్స్ పార్ట్కి వస్తుంది. ఎగ్జిట్ అనే కీవర్డ్ యూజ్ చేసాం. ఎగ్జిట్ అనేది ఏం చేస్తుంది? లూప్లోంచి బయట వచ్చేయడానికి. మనం నేర్చుకున్నాం ఎగ్జిట్, స్టాప్, కంటిన్యూ అని. ఎగ్జిట్ అనేది ఓన్లీ లూప్లోంచే బయట వస్తుంది. స్టాప్ అనేది లూప్లోంచి ప్రోగ్రాంలోంచి బయట వచ్చేస్తుంది. కంటిన్యూ అనేది ఆ ఇటరేషన్ మాత్రమే స్కిప్ చేస్తుంది. కరెక్టా? సో ఎగ్జిట్ అనగానే ఏం చేస్తుంది? లూప్ బయట వచ్చేస్తుంది. క్లోజ్ డేటా సెట్ అంటే ఆ ఫైల్ని క్లోజ్ చేసేస్తుంది. క్లియర్ మా?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Next, we are going to read the data from file to internal table file. Now I have my internal table data. I want to pass to the file. Then how to do that? The same open data set will be the same, closed data set will be the same. But I have my internal table data. I can write the loop at internal table into work area. Whatever I have work area, I'm just going to concatenate. Concatenate means combining into a string. Once it is done, transfer that string to file name so that one record will be placed into the application layer. Once end loop, all the records are done, close data set which is going to close the file. So here we need to learn about concatenate and split, that I'm going to show you. So I can't show open data set, read data set. For that I need access for that folders and all. So I'm not doing that. But split and concatenate, how it works, that I'm going to show you practically. We'll create one more new program. String operations. So I'm creating quickly new program. Then choose that executable program. Click on save, local object. Then I'm just creating parameters p underscore num, which is of 3 type numeric, p underscore name, which is of vbaker num, p underscore city, which is of 30 type c character, p underscore amount type vbak e netwr. For example, I'm just taking some parameter selection screen, whatever is there. I want to combine and store it in a string. Combining means concatenate. Concatenate is the keyword. Whatever I have, p underscore num, p underscore name. I don't want to write lengthy statements. P underscore city and P underscore amount. Okay, so combining into where ZB string, any name you can just use. Okay, separated by. So how you want to combine? There should be some separator. So I'm just taking comma separator. So this is how you're going to combine. Write ZV string. So whatever combined value, I can see that. Then I'm just using clearing all the values. P underscore num, P underscore name, P underscore city, and P underscore amount. So I just cleared means deleted the data from those. Where I have the now the data in the string, GV string. So now I'm splitting GV string at what? Comma separator. There is a separator called comma. At into GV num, GV name, GV city, and GV amount. What I'm doing, I'm just combined, and after that I'm just splitting and showing both. I'm just doing displaying these values. Okay, just activate it. GV string is unknown. Okay, I'm not at declared that GV string. Declarations always need to do at top. GV string type string. Okay, then activate it. Amount is unknown. Amount. Still errors. Must be a character data type or CNDT. Okay, so these are the data types are allowed. Other than amounts and all, I can't use it for currencies and all. Then I can make this as 25 length of type C. So whenever you are using split and concatenate, you need to use these data type CNDT means character, numeric, date, and times only we can use. Z ZV underscore P underscore num, right? P underscore num, P underscore name, P underscore city, P underscore amount. Yeah. So now I'm just running this program. I can give the number, some number, name, SSN90, city, Bangalore, and amount, some random amount. Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, today this that Pico class right now, afternoon class.
Pico.
Yeah.
Okay, you can discuss there. Sir is there. Just run it. You can see it is combined with the comma separator, and when we split it, it's splitted again. So I'll show you in the debugging mode so that you can understood better. I'm just keeping that report statement a breakpoint. Run it. You can see filling the values. Run it. P underscore num, P underscore name, whatever we given, the city and the amount, and the string is empty. You can see that initially it is empty. I'm just going to combine it. Fi concatenate means combine it. But what is that separator? Comma I'm just taken. You can take any separator, pipe separator or hyphen separator, anything. So you can see that it combined and stores the data with the comma separator. Then I'm just using write statement, then clear number, name, city, and amount. Deleted the data, clear. Then I'm going to split this and stores into back again. Fi, it's going to split at comma and stores all the field values. So this is called split and concatenate. Concatenate for combining, split is to split the data. Clear ma? సో ఏం చేస్తున్నాం, కంకాటినేట్ అంటే కంబైన్ చేసి పెట్టండి అంటున్నాం. కానీ ఎలా కంబైన్ చేయమంటున్నాం, ఏదో ఒక సపరేటర్తో కంబైన్ చేయమంటున్నాం. సో దెన్ స్ప్లిట్ చేయమంటున్నాం. ఎలా స్ప్లిట్ చేస్తున్నాం, ఎక్కడైతే ఆ సపరేటర్ ఉందో అక్కడంతా స్ప్లిట్ చేసి ఈ ఫీల్డ్స్లో స్టోర్ చేయండి అని చెప్పి చెప్తున్నాం. స్ప్లిట్ అనేది స్ప్లిట్ చేయడానికి, కంకాటినేట్ అనేది కంబైన్ చేయడానికి. క్లియర్ అమ్మా?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Any more questions in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so with this, I finished that conversions concept. We cover all the concepts. So, of conversions. What is conversions? For uploading bulk of data into SAP. So, in that, we'll have the flat file. Once we have the means, if it is one time requirement, they'll go for LSMW. If it is not, they'll go for direct input method first. If it is not suitable, then they'll go for the BAPI. So, how to use the BAPI? Same file will be there, uploading into internal table will be the same. But instead of passing to call transactioner session, we are going to use the BAPI. What is the BAPI? BAPI is nothing but function module, remote enable function module. You can see BAPI sales order create that one or that two. So this is how the BAPI looks. But it starts always BAPI. All these are standards which is given by SAP. You can see it is a function module. What kind of function module? Remote enable function module. Under that we'll have the importing parameters, exporting parameters, changing tables, whatever you have, everything will be there. So, and you will have the exceptions and you'll have the source code, yes, where the code is already written. In this exporting, changing, or tables, there will be one parameter will be there, which is written parameter, which is must ensure. So, which refers to two structures, BAPI red 1 or BAPI red 2. What is this? This is going to have the messages. Again, the same like BDC message call. Here also same message number, message class name, message variables, message numbers, message type, success or error or warning. That kind of information is going to store under the written parameter. Hey, how can I write this, ma'am? How to call this? You can Google it, you'll get it. Or you can check where use a list. This is very useful. Where use a list always will be useful. You can see when I'm using where and all it is used, it will come. Don't go for the standard programs. Just go for the down. If you have any custom programs which is called, just check those so that you can easily understood that. You can see just sales order create, they have a program, you can double click on that. For that, what they passed, order header they passed, and sales document, importing their return, and the partners data they are passing. And you can see that what they are passing to order header in, you can go up, you can see order header in that document type, sales org distribution, like that they're passing into the partners details, they're passing like this, and they're filling that and calling this. But how can I know, ma'am, what to pass? For their requirement they use it this. For their requirement they're passing this document type, sales org distribution channel division, like that. But for my requirement, what fields need to be passed? How can I know? You people don't know. So that's the reason functional are going to give the test variant for this. Means just execute the function module. It is a function module. You'll have test data directory. See, like this they are going to store the test test cases. You can see They are going to store like this. They will pass the test case. If you open this and see what and all values need to be passed, that they already given for your test case, for your requirement, what to pass. Document type you need to pass, sales arc you need to pass, distribution channel division and all you need to pass. Like that, they will give the test variant. The test data save is called test variant. You can see item in what and all need to be passed, that they will give. And in the item in partners, what to pass, that is also they'll give in the test data. So that you are going to fill in your program only those internal tables which are given in this test data. Clear ma? You can check where use a list, how to use that you can understood, but what feels exactly for your requirement you need to pass, you don't know. So you are going to ask to the functional, hey, provide a test variant for my BAPI so that I can use it in my program. Just execute, they will fill the details. For example, see, this is empty now, correct? How the functional will do, they'll go here and they'll fill something. Like, I'm just randomly giving some values, come back, but that is not the correct exact values they'll give, and they'll save it. Who will do this? Functional. Okay, test us, just they'll give like this. Now you can see they'll say that test us is there, the variant, you can go and use it. At that time, you'll go for SC37 and run the function module. You can see the test directory. Test US is there. You can double click it, and what and all they passed, that and all you're going to pass it in the program. Clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
సో బ్యాపీస్ అనేది ఏం లేదు, ఫంక్షన్ మాడ్యూల్స్, రిమోట్ ఎనేబుల్ ఫంక్షన్ మాడ్యూల్స్. ఆల్ బ్యాపీస్ అనేవి బ్యాపీతోనే స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. కానీ ఇవన్నీ స్టాండర్డ్సే. కానీ ఏంటి, బ్యాపీలో చాలా ఉంటాయి. ఒక సేల్స్ డాక్యుమెంట్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలంటేనే మీరు చూసారంటే చాలా ఆప్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి. మెటీరియల్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలన్నా కూడా అంతే, చాలా ఆప్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి. బట్ నాకు ఏమేం పాస్ చేయాలి అనేది ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది అంటే, వేరియబుల్ లిస్ట్ చూస్తే ఎలా పాస్ చేయాలి, ఎలా డిక్లేర్ చేయాలనేది మాత్రమే అర్థమవుతుంది. బట్ నా రిక్వైర్మెంట్కి ఏం పాస్ చేయాలనేది ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది? సో అప్పుడు ఫంక్షనల్ని మీరు వేరియంట్, టెస్ట్ వేరియంట్ అడుగుతారు. సో వాళ్ళు చెప్తారు, టెస్ట్ యూఎస్ అనేది వేరియంట్ క్రియేట్ చేసి ఇచ్చాను, అది యూస్ చేసుకొని నీ ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాసుకో. ఎలా వెళ్ళాలి? SC37కి వచ్చి ఫంక్షన్ మాడ్యూల్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసి టెస్ట్ డేటా డైరెక్టరీ క్లిక్ చేస్తే వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చిన వేరియంట్ నేమ్ ఉంటుంది. దాన్ని డబల్ క్లిక్ చేస్తే వాళ్ళు ఏమేమి ఫీల్డ్స్ ఫిల్ చేశారో అవన్నీ ఇక్కడ కనిపిస్తుంది. సేమ్ ఫీల్డ్స్ మనం ప్రోగ్రామ్ ద్వారా పాస్ చేస్తాం. This is SC37, how you will call. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
But after calling BAPI, what is mandatory? After calling BAPI, there is a mandatory that you have to call either BAPI transaction commit or BAPI rollback. Okay, what is this means? So BAPI is going to fill the backend structures of the T codes, and it will have the return parameter. What it will show? It will show whether you filled everything properly or not. If you did some mistake while filling, it will get the errors in this return. If it is everything successfully filled, everything is success, it will get the success message into the return. So if you have any return messages are there, means error messages are there in the return, that then you are going to call that one more BAPI called BAPI rollback. BAPI transaction rollback. Okay, so this is the function module you'll call. What is the use of this? Means whatever you fill the backend structures, it's going to clear all the structures and come back to the program. So whenever you have error, you need to call this. Okay, if there is no errors, then you are going to write BAPI transaction commit. This function module you'll use. Because the BAPI is going to fill only the backend structures, it is not updating to the database. Everything successfully filled, then I'm calling the explicit commit work. Go and commit the data to the database. Go and update the data into the database. So if you are not call the commit work, it is not going to update to the database tables. It will fill only the backend structures. ఓకే. సో ఎప్పుడు బ్యాపీ కాల్ చేసినా కూడా దాని కింద 2 ఫంక్షన్ మాడ్యూల్స్ కాల్ చేసింటారు. బ్యాపీ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ కమిట్, బ్యాపీ రోల్ బ్యాక్. ఎప్పుడు రోల్ బ్యాక్, ఎప్పుడు ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ కమిట్ యూస్ చేస్తారు? మీ బ్యాపీలో ఎక్కడైనా సరే రిటర్న్స్‌లో గానీ, టేబుల్స్‌లో, ఎక్స్‌పోర్ట్‌లో గానీ, చేంజింగ్‌లో గానీ, టేబుల్స్‌లో గానీ మీకు రిటర్న్ అనేది కంపల్సరీ ఉంటుంది. దాని నేమ్ రిటర్న్ అనే ఉంటుంది. వేరేముండదు. ఆ రిటర్న్‌ని చూసినప్పుడు దాంట్లో ఎర్రర్ మెసేజెస్ ఉన్నాయి అంటే బాపీ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ రోల్ బ్యాక్ కాల్ చేస్తారు. రిటర్న్‌లో ఏమీ ఎర్రర్ లేదు, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ సక్సెస్ ఉంది అంటే బాపీ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ కమిట్ అనేది కాల్ చేస్తారు. ఏం చేస్తుంది ఇది? బాపీ అనేది బ్యాక్‌ఎండ్ స్ట్రక్చర్స్‌ని ఫిల్ చేస్తుంది. నువ్వు కరెక్ట్‌గా ఫిల్ చేయకపోతే రోల్ బ్యాక్ అంటే ఆ ఫిల్ చేసిన డేటా అంతా క్లియర్ చేసుకొని వచ్చేయని చెప్పి బ్యాక్‌కొచ్చేస్తుంది ప్రోగ్రామ్‌కి. సో, ఒకవేళ నువ్వు ఫిల్ చేసిందంతా సక్సెస్‌ఫుల్ అయితే దెన్ బాపీ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ కమిట్ అంటే డేటాను తీసుకెళ్ళి డేటాబేస్‌లోకి అప్డేట్ చేసేయి. అంటే టేబుల్స్‌కి డేటా అప్డేట్ చేసేయి అని చెప్పి ఫోర్స్‌ఫుల్‌గా అప్డేట్ చేస్తుంది. So these two compulsory you need to call after the BAPI. If return is success, call BAPI transaction commit. If return is having error, call BAPI transaction rollback. Is it clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Here they're not written actually, but normally they will use compulsory. They need to use transaction and rollback. It's updating next. This is the programs they are writing as however they want, but that is not the case. Compulsory return check, after return check you need to call. Yes, if you see here, if the return is not having any error or about messages, then we are going to call the commit work. So, and rollback also we are going to call. Else part rollback also we are going to call. Okay. Is it clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
So here the used else part means if there is no errors, BAPI transaction commit. If errors are there, they're using this conversion message. No need of conversion. Actually, there is a message will be there. You can directly display that message actually. Okay, fine. So you are just going to do like that, use the BAPI. Otherwise, you are going to use the call transaction or session method where call transaction is going to update the directly to the screens and updates the data. Session is going to create the session and keep the data. When you process the data only, it's going to pass to the T code and the screens and updates the database tables. So this is about the conversions concepts. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we will go for the next concept.
No questions, ma'am.
So we finished R for reports and C for conversions. Then what we have? So next we are going to see F for forms. Okay, so what is that forms? Why we need the forms? Forms are to design the layout actually. What is the layout? Means if you go and buy something, what you will have the bill, which is having the logo, your company address, customer address, and some text and all. You'll this is having so and so tax and GST, all those things. Then it is having serial number, item, quantity, price, and what is the tax for that. Finally, the totals and all. Correct. So this is how the bill will be there. So based on the customers to customer, the inside the data is going to change, but the same template is going to use for all the customers. How we are going to prepare that template? Here in SAP, that template is called the layout. So we are going to design that layout by using two concepts called SAP scripts and smart forms. We have two concepts in the forms, SAP scripts and the smart forms. And we have Adobe forms also, that is another version. So latest version. But if you want to see the Adobe forms, we need Adobe Lifecycle and all. So that I'm not covering here in Core ABAP. I'll try to show you that example in the ABAP and HANA. At that time, if I'm having Adobe Lifecycle server, then it will be allowed, then we can see that. Okay. So, but SAP script and smart forms are the concepts we are going to cover. SAP scripts are the older versions, smart forms are the latest versions. What is the difference and all? We'll see step by step each and everything in detail. But both are using for designing the layout. Layout is nothing but standard template. How the requirement comes from the user, means user will say that, hey, I want like this, I want logo, you can, company address, customer address, here I want to show some text, after that serial number, quantity and all, finally total. If the items are more, okay, if items are more in the second page, don't show me all the logo, address and all again and again. Show me the text whatever I have here and the item details. If it is having item more, for example 100 items, each page is fitting only 10 items, then repeat the same second page again and again until you finish all the 100 items. Once you finished all the 100 items, show the total. Then show the one more page where you need to show the terms and conditions. What and all we have the terms and conditions that you need to show. So, like that, user will give the requirement to the functional. Then, what the functional will do? Functional is going to design. Oh, okay, you want logo here. What is the logo need to be used? That he will give. Then you want to show the company address. What is the address? Where it is located? That details and all will give. So here customer address. Okay, pass that sales order number to VBAK and get the customer number. Pass that customer number to KNA1. Pick the address number. Pass that address number to ADRC and get the full address. Like this, functional, technical, whatever required to write the code, those and all table names, field names and all will be prepared by functional, and what details need to be shown here, everything will be prepared and given in the FS. Finally, it will come to us to design the layout. Okay, how we are going to design this layout means by using the forms. So forms are designed,
సందర్భంగా
forms are used to design the layout. Layout is nothing but standard template. So form is used to design the layout, right? What is a layout? Layout is nothing but collection of pages. How many pages we can design? Maximum 99 pages we can design in a layout. 99 means if I want 1,000 copies, means that is not the copies, that
వాచ్
is
ఇట్
the
పాస్
page designing. See, this page is having different designing, logos, customer address and all. This page is having only two windows, and this page is having only terms and conditions. Like this, different designing of pages. Like this, I can design 99. Okay, so that is about the layout where it is a collection of pages. What is a page? Page is nothing but collection of windows. I want to place side by side the data, then windows are going to helpful. In a page, how many windows I can design? Maximum 99. Again, the windows, separate windows, like that you can design 99 windows. ఓకే. సో, ఏం చెప్తున్నామ్మా ఎఫ్ఆర్ ఫార్మ్స్. ఫార్మ్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? మనకు ఒక బిల్ ఇస్తున్నారు అంటే దాంట్లో వాళ్ళకి ఫార్మాట్ అయితే సేమే ఉంటుంది. లోపల డీటెయిల్స్ అయితే మారుతుంది. నేను పర్చేస్ చేస్తే నా డీటెయిల్స్ వస్తాయి. నువ్వు పర్చేస్ చేస్తే నీ డీటెయిల్స్ వస్తుంది. బట్ టెంప్లెట్ అయితే సేమే కదా! ఆ టెంప్లెట్‌ని ఎలా డిజైన్ చేస్తామంటే ఫార్మ్‌తో డిజైన్ చేస్తాం. ఆ టెంప్లెట్‌ని వీళ్ళు ఎస్ఏపీలో లేఔట్ అంటారు. ఆ లేఔట్‌ని ఎలా డిజైన్ చేస్తామంటే బై యూజింగ్ ఫార్మ్. సో, యూజర్ ఏం చేస్తాడు? నాకు ఇలా ఫస్ట్ పేజ్‌లో ఇవి ఉండాలి, సెకండ్ పేజ్‌లో ఇలా ఉండాలి, థర్డ్ పేజ్‌లో ఇలా ఉండాలి అని చెప్పి డిజైనింగ్ మాత్రం ఫంక్షనల్ ఇచ్చేస్తారు. సారీ, యూజర్ ఫంక్షనల్‌కి ఇస్తారు. ఫంక్షనల్ ఏం చేస్తారు? ఏం డీటెయిల్స్ చూపించాలి దాంట్లో అని చెప్పి తెలుసుకొని, దానికి సంబంధించిన టేబుల్ నేమ్స్, ఫీల్డ్ నేమ్స్, ఇక్కడికి పాస్ చేసి ఇక్కడికి పాస్ చేసి తీసుకొచ్చి ఇక్కడ డిస్‌ప్లే అవన్నీ డీటెయిల్స్ ఫంక్షనల్ స్పెక్‌లో రాసి ఇచ్చేస్తారు. ఫైనల్‌గా మన డ్యూటీ టు డిజైన్ ఇట్. సో, ఇప్పుడు డిజైన్ చేయాలంటే ఇదేంటి టెంప్లెట్స్ కాబట్టి లేఔట్. లేఔట్ అంటే ఏంటి? కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ పేజెస్. ఎన్ని పేజెస్ డిజైన్ చేయొచ్చు ఒక లేఔట్‌లో? మాక్సిమం 99 పేజెస్ డిజైన్ చేయొచ్చు. అంటే ఏంటి? 1000 కాపీస్ కావాలంటే అవి కాపీస్ ఇట్లా డిఫరెంట్ స్టైల్స్ ఆఫ్ పేజెస్ 99 డిజైన్ చేయొచ్చు. కాపీస్ మీరు ఎన్ని కావాలంటే అన్ని పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే. అండ్ పేజ్ అంటే ఏంటి? కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ విండోస్. నాకేం కావాలి? కస్టమర్ అడ్రస్, కంపెనీ అడ్రస్, లోగో అనేది సైడ్ బై సైడ్ కావాలి. అలా ఎలా డిజైన్ చేస్తాం అంటే విండోస్ యూజ్ చేసి డిజైన్ చేస్తాం. సైడ్ బై సైడ్. సో, లేదు వన్ బై వన్ ఎలా కావాలన్నా విండోస్ యూజ్ చేసి డిజైన్ చేస్తాం. పేజ్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ విండోస్. ఇక్కడ కూడా 99 విండోస్ ఒక పేజ్‌లో డిజైన్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్ అప్ టు హియర్?
Yes, ma'am.
So under this we have SAP scripts and smart forms. These are the two concepts. Definitely interview question. What is the difference between SAP scripts and smart forms? So we'll see that one by one in the tomorrow's class. Okay, ma?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. If any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll wind up and we'll meet tomorrow.
No questions, ma'am.
So already we are ending up with our core ABAP. Already OO ABAP also covered in this along with the core ABAP. Next will be ABAP and HANA, correct? So whoever interested for trying for the job, start preparing your resumes and you can keep that resumes and you can get the calls and try to attend for the calls. Okay, start trialing. So we are going to finish out the core ABAP and then we will start with the ABAP and HANA. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
ఉందా?
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.